We're always told that being a good person is the goal. You're the one who listens. You're the one who stays calm. You're the person everyone can rely on. But eventually, you run into someone who doesn't see your kindness as a value. They see it as a way in. Do you ever find yourself rehearsing normal sentences in your head before you say them? Like you spend 20 minutes trying to figure out how to say "I'm tired" so it doesn't turn into a 3-hour problem? At some point, you stop having conversations and start having to defend basic sentences. That's the moment you realize you aren't in a relationship. You're being managed. And the worst part? It works. On you, on me, on basically anyone with a pulse.
Let's start with the one we all deal with. The guilt trip. We think this is just someone being dramatic, but it's actually a way of using your own sense of duty as a remote control. Think about this. You tell someone no, you're just tired or you're busy. They don't get mad, they don't yell, they just sigh. They look away and say, "It's fine. I just really needed a win today, but I'll figure it out. Go have fun." And suddenly, you don't just feel rude, you feel cruel, like you physically hurt them. That's because your brain reacts to social rejection the same way it reacts to physical pain. When they play the victim, they're basically poking a wound. You end up saying yes just to make the stinging stop.
Then there's gaslighting. People use this word for every disagreement now, but real gaslighting is much colder. It's a systematic attempt to make you doubt what you literally just saw or heard. Imagine you confront someone about something they did, something you know happened. Instead of an apology, they give you a diagnosis. They say, "You're remembering it wrong. You've been so paranoid lately, I'm honestly starting to worry about you." Just like that, the conversation isn't about their behavior anymore. It's about your mental health. You start keeping notes on your phone. You check timestamps. You ask your friends, "Did I actually say that?" It's exhausting, and that's the goal. If they can make you feel like you can't trust your own brain, you have to trust theirs. You start editing your own reality just to keep the peace.
Finally, let's talk about how they get you to stay in the first place. Love bombing. In the beginning, it feels like a movie. They text you 24/7. They call you their soulmate in 2 weeks. It feels like you finally found someone who gets you. But here's the truth. They didn't actually fall for you. They built a version of you in their head, a perfect, flawless version, and they fell for that. And because that version of you isn't real, the second you show a flaw, the second you say no or have a bad day, they feel betrayed. The attention vanishes. The soulmate becomes a stranger. Now you're addicted to the person they were in week 1. You'll accept insults and ignore lies just to get that high back. But you're chasing a ghost. That perfect person was just an audition for a role they never intended to play long term. So, if any of this sounds like your life, what do you actually do?
First, stop trying to win the argument. You can't logic someone into admitting they're manipulating you. They already know what they're doing. Arguing just gives them more data on how to mess with you next time. You have to accept that you might be the bad guy in their story. Let them tell their friends you're mean or selfish. Let them play the victim. Your sanity is worth more than a liar's opinion of you. Nothing is wrong with you. You just didn't realize that some people treat kindness like a tool, not a value. You were targeted because you have a big heart. Don't let them make you close it. Just learn to put a lock on the door. If you've been the one rehearsing sentences in your head lately, leave a comment. Let's talk about it. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you in the next one.